Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Street Geeks. I'm your boy, John J. And with me once again is the one and only Stu Dog. What's going on, Stu Dog? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man. Good to see you again.
Same, as always. Man, so ladies and gentlemen, first off, before I get into this, please show us some love and drop us a like. Share this thing, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below, man, for this live watch along of season 2, episode 4 of Loki. Oh, it's been good so far, ladies and gentlemen. Stu Dog, I know you've been feeling this season so far, man. You got any expectations for tonight?
Hmm. I've been having such a busy week. I really haven't had time to think about it a whole lot. I mean, the only thing I can really think of that's really stuck out to me is just that, like, with Victor Timely around now, I just feel like we're going to see an innocent man turn into potentially a monster or a savior, And
Yeah.
in this one, I think it's either going to add more mix to that to get us a little bit more off kilter and trying to figure out, which way is it going to go. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the infinite possibilities, I would like to think he's the good one, you know?
Yeah. He's putting himself in place because he's the only version of himself that he could trust. He who remains, I'm talking about, that put him in place. But I'm wanting to, one, it'd be cool if we can get more versions of Kang. I don't know that we'll get that tonight. We'll probably get a nice introduction between this version and Obi, another Obi fan. Obi's getting famous, man. Obi's got him a crowd all of a sudden. But the question that I have that I hope that gets answered, or it's just a curiosity. I remember even in last season, He Who Remains said that he was, I believe he mentioned that he was born in like the 30th century or something like that. I know in the comics it was 30th, 31st century, something of that nature. So maybe just some explanation on the 1800s thing. How was this version born in the 1800s? What series of events caused the branch for him to be born early? Or was he not born early? Was he like a sleeper and he just had to activate himself?
Hmm.
You know, I really thought about that. I was like, I'm not understanding the continuity here, but I'm trusting that they'll bring it around.
I think that's supposed to be the mystique of this guy is that, like, he's out of place for us all that, like, have some deep lore knowledge of Marvel comics and such. So, like, he's kind of the random factor, the unknown variable that, like, we can't really determine exactly what relation or what kind of part of the spectrum he rests on when it comes to good and evil.
Yeah, I dig that. Um, so it'll also be interesting to see what is going on at the end of time with Renslayer and Miss Minutes. Last time we saw Miss Minutes was coming on to to this version of Kang, to Victor Timely, and it was freaky.
Yeah.
Even Timely was thrown back like, whoa, look here, this is not what our friendship is about. Let's just keep it simple. um, but yeah, that was trippy, especially when the clock pulled the face back on the mannequin to fit. It was like, oh, that's
Why
creepy.
didn't you give me a body?
That should have been a Halloween episode. But what is this secret that she has? She made the comment to Renslayer. He shouldn't have messed up with someone who knows all his dark secrets. What is she gonna reveal? You know?
You know, I mean, like I think you told me something about the history of Renslayer and Victor Timely, or He Who Remains. Like their fates are intertwined, so to speak.
Yeah, he always was. Well, the good version of him was driven by her, but she always in the comics she always died. But it was at some points. I'm not. I don't know that it was all points, but at some points it was another version of him that killed her, and it is always his motivation to not be like himself, which drives him to make the same mistakes and in turn become himself. So it's
So
like an
it's
endless loop,
endless loop of trying to fix mistakes but making mistakes.
which is why he's placed all over time, and there's so many different versions of him.
Oh man, oh, that's a rough relationship.
So each version of him is just him at a different point in time. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yep.
I've, eventually he will hit all of those spots in his life, even being a good guy. Iron Lad.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that one.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so he is a very interesting character. So I'm curious to see if we'll get other versions, and if we do get an Iron Lad version, will that be Jonathan Majors or will that be a younger actor? Because he was a kid version. It was a younger version that was Iron Lad. So
I don't know,
I'm just wondering if they pay off some of the more comic book stuff, or is it they just going totally different direction?
but well, I got something. I've been kind of going on a Spider-Man binge
Okay,
lately,
okay.
and I just, I guess I didn't really realize how much I really like Venom.
Love
Uh,
Venom.
Venom is so cool, and I was thinking, like, with all this like timeline stuff and infinite possibilities, and then we saw in like Venom 2 that like it ends with him seeing Spider-Man. He's like, that guy.
Yeah.
And I wonder if like all this He Who Remains stuff, when it gets to like the big screen movies and everything, if it'll possibly have to pull Venom in out of one universe and put them and place them in the same of the MCU, so Venom is now a part of it.
Well, maybe at some point, I'm sure we'll get them. I don't know if you recall in that movie, or no, was it the Spider-Man movie in credit? But he got zapped back to his original universe, but a piece of the symbiote was left behind. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember that.
it
Yeah.
could be something of that matter, that magnitude. Um, but then it also could be something going on back in the Venom, in the original Venom's universe. There's talk of building a Spider Verse with Andrew Garfield, maybe Toby. I'm not 100% sure on Toby, but Andrew is definitely down for it, last I heard. But that's a possibility. A Sony Spider Verse with Tom Holland going is being the one to go back and forth between MCU and Sony.
Ooh, oh, that'd be something.
Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty dope. I'm a big Venom fan too. I'm with you on that. And there's so many stories that you can do with that character. Um, yeah, like some of the spawn, the offsprings.
Yeah, yeah.
There's even I don't know if you're familiar, but there's um, it was a big event storyline about the god of the symbiotes called No,
Ooh,
and he was
I'm, I know very little.
yeah, yeah, it was a pretty dope storyline. All of the symbiotes are of a hive mind, but Venom was kind of defective. Hence why Carnage was too, because he was a Venom offspring. But No controls any and all symbiotes.
Hmm, interesting.
In fact, um, fun point: Thor, Love and Thunder, Gore the God Butcher. They severely depowered him because that blade that he was using was Knowles.
No kidding. Huh.
He slayed gods with that thing, and that was just a piece of like I think he like I forget the exact and I know if somebody knows it they're gonna butcher me if I get it wrong, but I think he like made it out a piece of himself or something like that.
I mean, that would explain a lot because, like, the power that sword gave Gore seemed very symbiote-like. I mean, oh man, that makes a lot more sense now. And
Yeah,
I
and I don't
felt
know if they're
like,
gonna use that or not because they changed so much with the MCU.
yeah, I felt like Gore was underpowered, even though I didn't know exactly a lot about him outside of like the movie. I was like, this guy, I feel like he's supposed to be a lot more trouble than he actually seems to be.
Yeah,
Like that sword had some real big significance, and I just didn't feel like it quite could cover it in a movie.
yeah. So this the Noel is a big storyline. Like this, you talking all powerful, and he began at like the beginning of time. Like he's that old.
Jeez.
Yeah. um. So yeah, they could go in a lot of different directions if they go with a Venom universe. They can definitely feel that out. Please let me get Noel on screen. That would be so dope. Just don't depower him. Although you might have to for them to win. Definitely was it it was not just the Avengers. It was um all of the Spider Man characters with Venom and the Avengers and X Men and Fantastic Four. Like the whole world had to fight this stuff.
That's my kind of dude right there.
Yeah.
Is it only natural the older you get, the more you like villains?
Maybe I don't know because I liked them at a young age. That was even when I first got into comics. It was the villains that got me. Like I always was a big Joker fan. Um, to me, the villain made the hero.
That yeah.
You know,
I mean, as a kid, I didn't like have a villain I hated. There were villains I was scared of, maybe, but I never like hated the villain.
yeah, no. And some of them I even kind of somewhat understood. Not saying that I would like go on a rampage or nothing like that, but some of them had good gripes, reasons for being upset. You
Yeah.
know, superheroes be unchecked. Who told you the judge, jury, and executioner? Captain
I
Marvel.
mean, it was funny. I was with my one of my closest friends. He has kids, and I was taking them home, and the subject of the MCU came up. I told him like, "Oh yeah, I enjoy the MCU, but I'm more of a DC fan myself." And they're like, "Why do you like DC more?" And I explained it to them, and then I just pointed out. I said, "Look, one of the things about the MCU that like a lot of people kind of like overlook is that like these guys are colorful and cool and like they say funny things and everything, but they're a bunch of like mass murderers, man. They have like no mercy if you're their enemy. Like
Facts.
I'm like, at least in DC, you see your heroes fail, and when they fail, it pays a horrible price. Like, but like in the MCU, they like save an entire country's population that almost went to the stratosphere with only like what 7 casualties. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like, meanwhile, Captain America's throwing like a manhole cover and literally giving people bodily contusions and collapsing their rib cages. I'm like, oh my god.
there's a lot of that. But so guys, you know what time it is. This is a watch along. It's 8 o'clock. Um,
Yeah.
and the new episode is on here. You queued up, Stu. It's
Let's see.
called Heart of the TVA. Says
I have it.
51 minutes, so that'll probably be a good 45, 46 watch minutes. Um, and y'all know how we gonna do this. Play the intro, recap, all of that. So we gonna start together. You queued up, stood out.
I got it ready, ready to press play.
Okay, and when we press play, then I will start the timer. So we're gonna press play in three, two, one, go. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get the time slipping again?
Oh,
Wow, those are a lot of branches.
almost looks like the inside of a brain.
I thought at first I thought it was the Bifrost.
Same. That's why I was a little like shook in there.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ah, that's the recording. Mm.
oh, oh. Oh, like, like
Coalition of
guys,
the evil X's.
no kidding. Modern relationships. But at the same time, what kind of throne is that to be imprisoned in a tower?
Right?
You
Like you just
know,
said, prison.
it's a prison, and they're upset about it. You can't win for losing in this, can you?
I think Mind White probably sucks though. And they popped him in right in front of his face.
Yeah, that was probably not a good idea. Imagine the ego now.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
Not only am I like God here, they had to like put my face in multiple images in wall, one wall.
Facts. La di da.
Looks like a pack a punch machine.
That looked like the face of Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I,
Do you see it?
I saw it too late, but I knew exactly.
Great.
hit the shriek of excitement. He's like, "Can you sign it?" Like Ouroboros. That's what Ouroboros is. What if it's like Casey's original idea?
Oh, that would be sweet. I like it.
That's wow.
Skin peel. He really loves pie.
Yeah, you're in a room full of hostiles, buddy.
You should have kept your mouth closed. No other flavors? When did he become the good guy teacher? I dig it though.
I love it.
I was waiting on that line.
It's the first time he said that without pride.
True. He didn't sound boastful with it.
Uh-oh.
He like, please, mom, can I go?
Oh shit.
Brad for the bounce. Look at
Try
Miss
not to enjoy it too
Minutes.
much, Miss
Miss Minutes is
Minutes. God,
crazy.
no.
She is loving it.
Come on, Brad. Do something. Sabotage the machine.
Game over. Why do they have this technology? This is not a good place.
Dude, what are you telling me? guillotine would have been more civilized than being crushed in a freaking force field box.
Sheesh. Uh oh. Mobius just broke him.
Oh
The
no.
spirits got him out there. Oh, not till you say the magic word.
Mhm.
Want to laugh so bad.
You can see he's uncomfortable. Oh.
Damn. Y'all can't. This show just leveled up.
Whoa.
Is this the other side of this episode one
Yeah,
scene when she?
I,
There you are.
it's, yes, I, I'm still thinking it's Renslayer that does it.
So does he go back to that moment and then starts time slipping again? Is that why he's time slipping? Because he goes back to that moment?
Maybe.
Holy, he gonna send himself back.
Yep. Or Renslayer will. It's one of the two.
It's him. It's got to be him. That was your original idea, and that's it. He
Well, I
had
mean,
to
I
send
thought
himself
that,
back.
but I'm really thinking it's Renslayer.
Loki, the current day Loki is there, and he would know why he's there.
Yeah, but Renslayer would target him and go after Sylvie.
Could be too, yeah.
A moment of truth, JJ.
There's the phone. Oh, this is so dope.
Haha.
Look what he got in his hand. He got the pruning stick.
Yep. Oh man.
This show.
I was right the first time, man.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
man.
him. Only he would know that he had to do it, and Sylvie wouldn't have realized that that wasn't him because she's just looking for him. Finally, get to see who the hell was on the phone.
I believe it's for you, Mr. Anderson.
Prune the phone.
Through the phone.
Make it stop. Send it to end of time.
I hate voicemails.
That's old technology in the future. Are you kidding me? That was the payoff, and it was hilarious. Obi versus Miss Minutes. I called it. Let's go.
Oh no. Is Casey gonna do it?
Do it. They level up if you do that.
Well, Team Reed Slayer, you lost a big asset there.
And Loki and Sylvie are about to power up. Magic is back home.
Oh shoot, you're right.
That's why they said turn it on. Because it was like, that's going to cut off the protocols, the magic, everything. It will be back on. That's like, it was like, turn it off.
Oh, Loki's right there, man. He's right there.
He loves the shadow fight. That visual was sick with his eyes turning green like that. Oh, Sylvie controlling him.
No, I knew
Which way, wizard?
it.
Does this change him?
I wonder.
Oh, they don't cut off on us yet. Worst. They always pick the worst time. How heavy is that thing?
Probably pretty heavy. I mean, if it's anything like an astronaut suit, then it's heavy.
I'm talking about that multiplier, that throughput thing. The way he keep, you got to
Oh,
move fast with that.
I wonder how fast he's gonna be. I mean, he's a.
But doesn't Loki have?
Oh,
Holy sh!
he got smoked, man.
Didn't I predict we were gonna see somebody's skin peel?
Oh,
This episode is paying off everything.
but can Loki magic protect him? Uh-oh. Is the timeline becoming a singularity?
This show don't give a damn about stakes.
Uh-oh.
They raise them like it's nothing. Time slip.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, those sons of. I knew it. The most inopportune times. Oh, that was awesome.
J. Oh, JJ.
That was awesome. That
This music is sinister.
that episode. Yeah, and to just follow it up with this quiet music. Oh,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about Agatha, but it sounds like Agatha music to me.
yeah, yeah. Agatha all along. Oh, that episode was so lit, bro. What did I just see?
I
Okay,
don't know.
all right. So there's no end credit. I mean, no post credit scene. So I gotta get no in that. What, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody? Oh my God! Let me stop this timer. Mind blown. Um, I don't know how you feel after just watching that, but
Dude, I like as soon as I saw the timeline explode, I think like my brain kicked into science mode and I was like, okay, that looks like a freaking singularity. And I think this whole trying to save the sacred timeline has been working against what the result is supposed to actually be. I think the timeline just became a whole, like at once, and it's just reforming, and that's what it's been trying to do. It's been trying to like take its original form.
interesting. The theories are gonna go crazy this week about this one. Sheesh. Um,
We got like what, two more episodes?
yeah.
Oh man.
I'm convinced that we're gonna see um Mobius's real life at some point this season within those last two episodes. Um, we got to get another version of Kang. I hope.
That dude got spaghetti, like skin peeled.
Uh, shout
Wait,
out to
no, wait, no, that was the
shout out to
that wasn't a skin peeling. That was the one Loki was afraid of.
Unraveling.
Getting turned, yeah, turning into spaghetti.
Yeah, you're right. Um, and it's very similar to Wanda Maximoff power. That's what she did to Mr. Fantastic in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. I wonder if there's some similarities there. What gave her her power, or what helped accelerate her power, was the Mind Stone. Was it the Mind Stone? So I'm wondering, is there some
Uh,
similar power that's powering the Loom?
it is the Mind Stone.
It's very Marvel is very specific when they use power bases. Certain colors go with certain powers, and that spaghetti in effect is the exact same thing that she did to him. I feel that there's a similarity there. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching too hard, but
Oh, where are you recalling this from?
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, when she went back to the other universe, the 838 universe, and she fought against the Illuminati,
That's
and
right,
she
and
spaghettied
Reed
Mr. Fantastic,
Richards.
Reed Richards. Yeah,
Yeah, she
it's the
did.
same
Okay.
effect.
I wonder.
There's got to be something there. They don't do that by accident.
No,
And I'm not saying that it's her, but maybe Mind Stone, maybe a stone is involved in the
I'm
creation. Maybe the mind wipe, maybe something. We talking about
I'm
somebody that's been through time. He probably had it before they did.
yeah, I'm kind of thinking. I was thinking that along the way. What if they're like, I don't know, the Mind Stone, right? What if they're this is inside the Mind Stone?
That's the pocket space.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Like, why nothing really affects the sacred timeline, but at the same time, why the TVA and everything is managed and perfected in there. Or that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. I'm thinking of Time Stone. I'm thinking of time, and we're talking about the Mind Stone. I don't know, man.
What is the power that's doing that? I don't know. It's just going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Also, that little device, that little sphere that he used, it was the missing link. Was just that looked just like the sphere that he had in Ant Man, Quantumania, that powered his time ship.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
It's all coming together.
What's it was the power? It was the Power Stone, right? The one that Star Lord finds. And,
Um,
and
yes, the Power Stone they had, because that's the one that the purple one when he fought um Ronan, when he had the dance battle with
the
Ronan.
dance one.
Yeah, he had the power one. The red one was the reality.
There's an orange and a yellow one.
The orange was the Mind Stone, which also gave Vision
Yeah,
his
the consciousness,
life, yeah,
yeah.
consciousness.
Sentience, I guess.
Yeah. The green one was the Time Stone. What am I missing? But I don't know, man. But this show never ceases to amaze me, man. It's the acting is great. I got to see more Jonathan Majors, man. I
Yeah,
was really digging his Victor Timely.
I'm liking it too. But yeah, dude, that poor dude got smoked.
He got stretched out. Stretch gang.
He got literally like Play-Doh Chia Pet. Like
Yeah, man, that was sick. Uh, he was not who remained. He was
he's definitely
remains.
not remaining.
He is remains.
Just nuked by time radiation.
But with the way it ended, just that quick, I think that was a time jump. That was a
I
time jump.
think
That we went back
I
maybe a reset.
think I think it's a reset because like I mean everything seems to like to be secular, like it's just gonna eventually go back and repeat. And maybe this is the one of the alternate endings of where things switch back. Or I'm thinking that like it's just all the timelines reforming, and then everybody is gonna go back to the timeline that they belong in, and everything just resets. And maybe they'll have some memories of stuff and try to find each other again. Maybe it's gonna be B-15 who remembers stuff, or Sylvie or Loki, and then they're going to go around and find each other, and then we'll probably see what Mobius's life actually was and why he likes pie and Sea-Doo so much.
That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. Sylvie got to go back around and unlock people in reverse, make them remember their TVA lives instead.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, unless Victor Timely is the one that goes back and finds everybody, and he's the only one that remembers because he didn't get nuked in the whole like ending there in that bright flash.
Interesting.
Like I mean, Ouroboros never doesn't imply that like you. Well, I mean, I think he says you die, yeah, but like also at the same time, nobody knows what happens after death, so safe to say that like maybe Victor Timely just doesn't end there. Maybe he just gets sent somewhere before everything happens, and that's the reason why only he can remember everything.
Yeah. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see. Definitely gonna give this one a few rewatches. Do you think we've seen the last of Miss Minutes?
Hmm. No, I don't think so. I mean, or at least maybe that version of her. And then maybe she has to be created in order to fix things back the way they were.
Maybe we see maybe we see the TVA created all over again, her included.
I'm thinking that's a very likely scenario.
Um, and you know what? Also, what I think would be interesting to see next week.
But
Ravonna got pruned. Do we see her go through the opposite side? Does she have to hide from Eliath? Does she see the other Lokis?
that's true because I think that place that they are at is like somewhere that has to be separate because when they prune everything, it has to be separated from the timeline.
Yeah, because
So
remember they
yeah,
had to get through Eliath to get back there.
that's true.
The pruning took her to a different spot over there. You know, she got to find her way back. Eliath is coming,
Dang.
or does she already know how to get past them since she helped set it up? Does it already come? Does it just come back like muscle memory?
Or maybe Elias just recognizes her.
Maybe he recognizes her. Good point.
That's my D&D brain kicking in.
Yeah. Give us Kid Loki and Alligator Loki. I don't know. I don't know anybody that watches this show that wouldn't dig seeing that.
Oh, I would love to see it. I
And
want them back.
in fact,
Oh,
I
I want
think
to.
I'm starting to talk myself into expecting it. It makes sense, you know.
They're good at comeback. I think there will probably be an army of Lokis.
Yeah. And maybe that place might be overflowing though. All the timelines that got bombed and a lot of pruning of late.
Yeah, that's true.
Life might be like, oh, I'm stuffed. No more, please, no more. Got enough. Got enough. I don't know what the hell y'all doing up there. Slow down. But I don't know, man. This has been dope. You got anything else, Stu?
Nah, man, but I got to get going.
I can
But
dig it.
it
It's been
was
a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. Please, please, please drop a like, share, subscribe, comment, and y'all know what to do, man. Keep it nerdy, man. We'll catch y'all later. Street Geeks. We out.
later,
Peace.
guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.